I took the Hoka Tecton X, releasing in May, $200 for a first trail test run. I want to give you my first impressions. So it's Hoka's new Pinnacle racer, might be thought of as a replacement for the EVO Speedgoat. It has a dual density compression molded EVA supercritical foam midsole. It weighs a mere 8.65 ounces, 244 grams in my US 8.5, so that's 0.4 of an ounce less than the EVO Speedgoat with 1 millimeter more stack. It has a Vibram light base outsole and a jacquard mesh single layer upper. Okay, Sam here. Just got done a solid run around my kind of test loop here in Stratham, New Hampshire in our Tecton X. Let's talk a bit about first impressions, ride, and fit. My test loop has a combination of some fields, some flatter sections, lots of roots and rocks that were super well hidden by all the leaves, but it was a good run. There was some mud out there and a few short steep climbs and even some roads. So it's a pretty good test loop that I take all the trail shoes on. Okay, let's talk about the fit of the Tecton X. I'm at my 8.5, true to size. Perfect fit for me. They may appear a bit narrow, but because of our tongue, which extends really almost to the toe box, and then on our sides, this dense jacquard mesh, engineered mesh, we essentially have a wrap over the foot that has some give side to side, but not insecurity. Security is just superb here. This is one of the most comfortable and I think functional uppers I can recall. Not too snug, totally secure. Heel hold is great. And I'm going to keep running here in Stratham. Beautiful day. This is called Lower Father and Son up ahead here. First key impression, incredibly light for the stack here. We're at 8.65 ounces, 244 grams in a US 8.5 with a stack of 33.29. And the EVO Speedgoat, kind of the predecessor long racer from Hoka, came in at 9.06 ounces, 257 grams, and we have 1 more millimeter of stack height here to boot. So this is a lot of shoe for very little weight. As I said before, the midsole is a supercritical blend. We're not sure if it's compression EVA, they say, and what it provides is a super protective yet lively ride. There's definitely some spring here. This doesn't feel mushy, soft kind of, and I really like the EVO Speedgoat, but here there's quite a bit more spring to the foam, and of course we got the dual carbon plates running through. A bit more about the fit. You can see what Hoka's done here. They have some wings and then this very soft and laced up perfect. Never had to touch them. And our tongue really extends almost to the front of the shoe. So that means I think that for swelling and for somewhat wider feet, you can kind of move out here with the fit. Now, they roll super well on smoother rolling terrain, no question. Incredible on downhills. Relatively stable despite the dual plates. You know, we don't have any flexibility here to speak of, a little bit, but stable enough. So this is your fast course ultra shoe. There's no question about it for Hoka's elites, and I think it's accessible to others as well. We have a broad platform on the ground. Yes, of course it's a Hoka. We have the light base, grip well. There was a bit of mud on the trail in places, a lot of dried leaves which hid a lot of obstacles. It's my third fastest time of 32 times around the loop. I was a bit hampered by not being able to see through all the leaves, the roots and rocks. And I'll tell you, my record-setting shoe was the quite a bit less, if you will, cushioned, but still pretty darn good, Innovate Terra Alta G270, which is kind of more agile than what we got here. Although this is plenty agile enough. The only time I struggled a little bit was on steep uphills given the plate. Not so much kind of instability, which sometimes I find in a carbon plated shoe on uphills, but more just I don't have enough knee lift. If you've got good strong drive, you will power. Now the plate itself, definitely propulsive in the mix here. Very well integrated into the overall mix, in the sense that I never really felt it. This loop is about 5.5 miles, has a bit of everything, including a finish on the road. I felt it a teeny bit on the road, but less than many kind of road carbon shoes, so you won't really notice it beyond its really neat propulsive effect. Got the swallowtail. So that's just some first impressions. We're going to have a full multi-test review for the Hoka Tecton X, which releases in May for $200. I'm calling it the next generation of Hoka.